Hey everybody, the Anti-Pundit is back. It is the weekend of January 25th of 2014. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the big news this week is coming from overseas. And just in case you haven't heard, it's all about the Ukraine. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about here in a moment, but let's take a look at this video and see exactly what's going on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you're not following the news on Ukraine right now, they've been taking over some government buildings. They forced a regional governor to resign under arrest. But you have to understand something. The reason why they're protesting because their current government decided instead of going the European Union route, decided to go the Russian route. Now, people are up in arms about that. Now, is it justifiable? Honestly, I couldn't tell you. But I will say this. They put in an anti-protesting law in earlier this week. And you can see from the video there, do you blame them for protesting anymore? Now there's accusations of the police there with brutality, and there's counter accusations from the protesters killing police. Now this is going to be big news because the Russians have the Winter Olympics. Now I've talked about it in a previous show about what's going to happen there, but that's going to be a big thing because that's coming up and that's going to overshadow those Olympics. So keep in mind, this story isn't going away there, and it could also spread to other former bloc countries there in Eastern Europe. So we're going to find out, and we'll be right back. Hi everybody, my name is Lance Bell, host of Real Deal Politics with the Anti-Pundit. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you my Indiegogo campaign. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you've followed me, you know since 2008, I have been broadcasting in some medium on politics and current events. And ladies and gentlemen, I love every second of it. Now, conversely, for the last year and a half or so, I've been doing everything online as far as visual media. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm having tons and tons of fun with it. But it comes to a point now where I'm ready to step up my game, and that's why I come to you today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you saw my last campaign, you already know that I have equipment problems. I mean, I'm running an iMac G4. I mean, it's not the greatest in the world. And if you look at some of my videos in the past, as you can see here, the quality has come up over time. And I still had a long way to go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, given the circumstances, I already know that my only option is to do it on my own, and let me explain. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna need, here's what I'm gonna do to pull this off. Let me start that over. I mean, to be a true independent, I'm gonna have to do it all. From doing the website, to having a server set up, to even have my own studio. Now, as you can see in this pie chart here, that this is not going to be easy. And I know, being a true independent, that's the route I chose to take. Now, ladies and gentlemen, also, I actually decided to start another show. And if it was syndicated, I probably watched it. Now, the bad television review, as it sounds, is what that is. It's all about bad television. Now, I've seen people out there doing, movies, music videos. There's a lot of sites just does games. But you know what? Nobody really does television. So I decided to do that because it's something real different and you will enjoy it. That's a promise. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the way this is going to be set up be like this. The real deal is a weekly show. Always has been, always will be. Now, the Bad Television Show is going to be set up as a traditional television show, meaning that I will be doing shows weekly over 13 weeks given the standard programming schedules. Now, if there's enough demand there, I will go to 26 weeks. And that's where you come in. I work for you, meaning that I love what I do, but if you didn't watch, it didn't matter. Now, as you can see, as far as the rewards, there are some rewards out there, and they will be being added as we go along. Now, remember, this is no fluff, this is real talk. And I know, and I hope you understand that. But remember, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, and it's about you. I'm Lance Bell. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I don't do social commentary very often, but I'm going to talk about Justin Bieber today. Or is it Beaver? I'm not even sure. Here's my issue. How is it news he got thrown in jail over some speeding in Florida? And people also going nuts at that Los Angeles County raided his house, and like, how in the hell is this news? There's bigger news out there than that. We all know that, so why even talk about it? Now, moving on to real news, people seem to forget there's a State of the Union on Tuesday. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as of this taping, I don't know what's in the transcripts that hasn't been released yet. However, Dan Pfeiffer put an email out there to his supporters, and it says, and I quote, "We'll lay out a set of real, concrete, practical proposals to grow the economy, strengthen the middle class, and empower all who hope to join it." You've been saying that for the last 6 years. There's no meat to that, and I got big time issues with that. Now, will he throw something out there? I don't know. There's always a good chance to put policy out when everybody's watching, so we're going to see. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I will say this. This is the perfect time to start calling people out with everybody watching. I've said it for years. Now, will he do that? No. But I hope he does do it, just to show he's got a spine. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I wrap this show up today, I want to clear something up on a Facebook post I made 3 weeks ago. Now, 3 weeks ago, I said I want to do a documentary. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to do one. I haven't decided on what yet, but hopefully I'll have an update for you folks when I do. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this week's show. It's a short show this week. I'll be back next week. I hope you enjoyed watching, and be careful, and remember, fear the root.